Okay. Is that better? Testing? Testing? Let's see. You can hear me now? Okay, awesome. Well, let's get this little guy out of the way. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, the joys. But yes, so we're in the new office space. I'm glad you guys can hear me now. I'm Kylene. Excited to talk about gratitude today. And we come here every week to talk about gratitude and how we can use gratitude to overcome or enhance or something in our life. Coming back to gratitude really is a way to just change your overall state of mind to allow you to process in a faster, more of a healthier way instead of more reactive way. Should I be doing something, Aaron? No? Okay. Okay. Kathy wrote, looks like a great new office. It is. The colors that were in here before were quite bold. So I wanted to kind of tone it down a little bit and soften it up. So I think we achieved that. A few little things we need to do still in here, but for the most part, we worked hard last weekend, and yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. It's nice to have a designated space to kind of do my yoga, teach my yoga, and then do Thankful Thursdays as well as all the other stuff. So it's pretty nice. So I'm very grateful for that. So just coming back to gratitude here, when we're in that state of gratitude, we're in a state of abundance. So when we're in that state of abundance, we have more to be thankful for. Our brains move into this appreciation state, and we start appreciating all of the amazing things that are around us right here in this moment. And it's really powerful. It just changes that overall state, and you start attracting more good things to you because you are actually paying attention to it, right? You're vibrating at that higher state. So an easy way to do this is just start your day off. Just 3 things that you're grateful for in your life. And then it kind of sets the tone for your day. And then if you find that life is throwing you curveballs and your stress is increasing, all that good stuff that likes to happen in life, that, we all deal with it. You can pause, come back to your breath, and take a deep breath and just start appreciating, that you have the option to work, or you have the option to have this kind of stress show up in your life, and appreciate what you can from it. Or if you can't appreciate anything from that event, because that can happen too, is just to appreciate that you woke up that day, appreciate that you have a roof over your head, or you have food on the table, or you have family or friends that love you. Whatever it is, come back to those things, and just it's crazy how it works, but it really does work. It's really powerful, and it's something we all have the ability to do if we choose to become and have the attitude of gratitude. So that's why I'm here every week. And so I'm going to talk about fear today. Fear is a big one for me. I know it's it's a big one for a lot of people. So I thought it would be really important to talk about fear and how gratitude plays a place in that to help us get through that fear. Hang tight here. Okay. And so I just wanted to review again what fear really is. So, fear is stands for fantasized experiences appearing real. So it's the story we're telling ourselves about whatever the fear we have. Like, I have this crazy fear of snakes. I really truly believe that when I see a snake, it will come and bite me. It's not going to scurry off. It's not going to, go away from me. It's going to come towards me. And I really have this strong fear, and it's physical. I feel it everywhere when I see a snake. I mean, my whole body just cringes, and I get scared. And it's the story I've told myself about snakes. I've never been bitten by a snake. I've never even come close, but um, it's that story. So it's that fantasized experience appearing real. Um, Aaron wrote, your fear of snakes is almost as bad as my fear of needles. Oh, so true. Yes. Yeah. And so thanks for sharing that, Aaron. We all have fears. It's part of who we are, but it's what we decide to do with that fear when it arises. We feel the fear. You have to feel the fear. And then you get to evaluate, are you truly in danger? Is your life truly in danger? Is it a real fear that you should have that your body is protecting you? Or is your brain playing tricks on you and just trying to keep you safe, keeping you from that fear of rejection, or the fear of failure, or the fear of judgment, whatever that fear is for you? We have to evaluate that. But my favorite quote is by Jack Canfield, and it's, everything you want is on the other side of fear. And on the other side of fear, that's where your dreams are. That's where your goals are. That's where your idea of success is. And so if you truly want to get there, you have to learn to feel that fear and evaluate if it's legitimate. Is my life in danger, or someone around me, or is it just a story that I'm telling myself? Because once you realize that you face that fear, you feel it, and you go through it, and you survived it, that starts to build your confidence, and that starts to really allow you to gain some momentum to keep moving forward. And so I wanted to just kind of highlight again what fear really is, because those stories we can tell ourselves, our brain really wants to believe them. And even though it's not true, our brain is saying, yes, this is true. And it keeps us from really moving forward and achieving that fulfillment that we all deserve, that true happiness and passion, whatever it is. That fear can really hold us back. And so I was going to talk about the fear of success. And I know that sounds kind of weird, right? Who would be fearful of success, right? How is that possible? But it is, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how it shows up and what we can do again to really face that fear, identify it, and keep moving forward. I'm going to check in on the comments here. Jerry wrote from Joel Osteen, that I have too, but I get to wake up early. I get to go to work. I get to see the great things of nature. I get to spend time with my granddaughter. There are so many more. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you for sharing that, Jerry. That's awesome. And it's so true. You have all these things. You have all these things that in your life, and you just have to choose to appreciate it. It is, once we move our mind from expectations to appreciation, that's when all the magic happens. That's when we really fully enjoy life. That's when we really fully get to experience life, right? But when we have all these expectations of how things should be, or we hold ourselves back in that fear, whatever it is, that's when all of a sudden it's like a roadblock. It just stops you, and you can't keep moving forward and experiencing life, because life is full of ups and downs. It's just how long do you choose to stay down, is the big thing with that. And so I really appreciate you sharing that. Joel Osteen, he definitely has some really neat things to say when it comes to just that overall mindset and state of mind, and appreciating what a gift it is that we're here and that we get to live. And that's a gift in itself. And so just learning to appreciate that. So that's awesome. Thank you, Jerry. So that even kind of leads into that fear of success, right? It's that belief that if you pursue your goals and dreams, your efforts will ultimately cost you, and your life will change for the worse. So that shows up by worrying about all the challenges you're going to have to overcome to achieve this goal, this dream, whatever it is, like looking at all the obstacles, right? You believe that if you achieve this success, you're going to turn into a different person. And maybe that will create some relationship issues. Maybe that's going to create some conflict within your group of friends or your family. And so to keep the peace, right? You stay in your safe zone instead of really reaching out and facing that fear and moving forward, right? And achieving success. Uh, excuse me. It could even be like in a subconscious thought, a belief that you have that maybe money is bad. So if one of your dreams is to create some wealth for yourself, maybe you have this subconscious belief, this limiting belief about money that maybe that's going to make me into a selfish person. Whatever story you're telling yourself about it, but these are some of the ways fear of success looks. That's how it looks, and some of the things that we tell ourselves, the stories we tell ourselves that keep us um, in that safe zone, and we never really let ourselves reach greatness, right? So these thoughts that we have, that fear of success, it shows up with self-sabotage. It can show up with just those negative beliefs like I was talking about, avoidance, procrastination, or perfectionism, quitting, self-destructive behaviors. All those are things that how it shows up when we're doing it. And I am have experienced this myself. I've shared many times that transitioning into this new career, I had all these fears, right? I knew that I could achieve the things that I wanted to achieve, but I was keeping myself safe. I was keeping myself in that bubble, if you will, where nothing's going to hurt me. So if I stay over here, then no one's going to notice me and I can fail and that'll be okay. But to really get to where I wanted to go, I had to face that fear. I had to feel it and survive it to keep moving forward. And that's what I want to share with you all. And because I was great, and I'm still working on this. So I don't want to sound like I have this all mastered. I just have some knowledge about how it shows up, and that's why I want to share it with you all, because it still shows up for me. But now I have some tools to really work through it, so I know I can survive these fears and keep moving forward towards my dreams. But sometimes, if you don't talk about it, it really can just not ever be addressed. And so becoming curious, becoming insightful of what it is that it's showing up for you. What are you fearful of? Investigate it. See how it shows up. What are you doing? Are you doing some self-sabotage behaviors? Are you procrastinating? Or are you waiting till something is absolutely perfect before you share it with anyone, and then you have years that go by, but because you haven't shared anything, but really showing the journey, the process, and the growth, you could have got to your dreams so much faster if you would have felt that fear and just moved on anyway. Kathy wrote, facing fear takes practice. Oh, that's a great, yeah, it does. It takes practice. It is something that, again, you have to pause, feel that fear. You have to feel it. It's an emotion. It's real. We can't deny it. That fear is there, but then we get to evaluate. Is it, a story we're telling ourselves? What's the worst thing we're imagining that's going to happen as a result of this? And then realizing that it's a story, it's not something that's happened. And then just moving forward. Maybe it's just one step closer to that, but that's still moving forward instead of doing all those self-sabotaging behaviors, avoidance, and the procrastination and perfectionism, all of that things that hold us back from moving forward. So just become aware of that. Become aware of how it shows up for you. And once you become aware of that, then you can really start to use some of the tools to get yourself to survive that fear, experience it, to keep moving forward. So another thing is, those limiting beliefs that I was telling you about, those limiting beliefs really can hold us in that state of mind. It can really hold us in that story, and we truly believe it. But learning to identify, where do those limiting beliefs come from? And Unlocking Your Potential, the workshop Erin and I do once a month, really can help put words into those limiting beliefs. You might not realize those limiting beliefs. But until you truly identify them and get to rewrite that story to keep, you're not going to, it's going to be really difficult to keep moving forward until you address those limiting beliefs and breaking through them. And it is possible. I've done it. Aaron's done it. Several people, in this industry that we're learning from have done this, and it's so powerful. And so I would invite anyone to join us for Unlocking Your Potential. Like I said, it's we do it once a month. So if this month doesn't work for you, maybe the date we've set for the following month will work for you. But I would invite you to join us and just have an open mind, and knowing that what you will receive from this experience can change your life. What if you have this limiting belief? I'll just do with money mindset, because that seems to be a common one for people. They have this idea of their self-worth and what they're able to make, even though we all would love to make, it seems silly. Why would I have a fear of making a lot of money? But those limiting beliefs are deep down in us. It's, it's stored in us. All those emotions and feelings are all stored in our body. And so until we're really ready to deal with them and we do the work that it takes to address them, they're just going to stay there, and they're going to hold you back from reaching you wherever it is that you want to reach with your idea of success. So again, that's one really powerful tool that you could do. And then another thing you could do is just practice gratitude, and come back to that every morning, and or during the day, or when things arise, come back to that gratitude mindset. Do the rampage of appreciation. I think I've talked about that before, where you just sit and you look around at all the things that you have to be grateful for. Like right now, I could do it, and I am so thankful that I have this warm house to be in. I have my computer here that I'm able to share these tools with you all. I have my water next to me. I have a comfy chair. I have a yoga studio. I have, I'm alive. I'm thankful for that. I have my mom on here. I have Aaron on here. I have all these things, right? So just saying that, it just increases your state of mind. You're in a higher state of being, and therefore you start to be able to attract and appreciate more good things to you, which gets you through those moments where you're facing those limiting beliefs. And it helps you to use these tools there. Thank you for sharing that Unlocking Your Potential link, so you can really truly face it. And then we can go even to a further step eventually here. I'm just doing some practice sessions now with this new mindset tool, and it'll really help just redoing those stories that we hold in our body, and we don't know that it's there. But those emotions, we know they come out at sometimes the weirdest time. Something can trigger you, and you might not know where it comes from, but with some of these tools, we can really dig deep and rewrite that story, and you can move on. It doesn't have to be something that is ongoing forever. It's just, it's a piece of work that we've solved, and we keep moving forward. So wanted to share that's another tool. You could celebrate your accomplishments, right? You could, if you're feeling that those limiting beliefs, or you're feeling that you're self-sabotaging, or you're because you got curious, right? You're curious of the obstacles, the things that you're doing. When you feel and sense that that's happening to you again, just start writing down your accomplishments and start training your brain to look at all the things you have accomplished instead of all the things that you haven't, or all the what ifs, that fear of success, and you can come back to that. So that's a little, I could talk for hours about all those different techniques, but I just wanted to highlight a few of those. The other thing you could do is just alleviate your stress. And I know that seems obvious, right? And sometimes stress shows up in different ways. Sometimes it's unexpected, and it can really impact you. So I think we all know when our body is feeling some stress. It's a natural reaction, but how we handle that is a different story. And so, maybe you do some breath work, maybe you do some meditation at that moment, maybe you join me for yoga in the morning or do yoga on your own, however it looks. You just maybe you go for a walk. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just need to clear your mind, get out of that environment for a little bit and moving your body. It it naturally can create more endorphins in your body, and then therefore you are changing your state of mind again and allowing you to respond in the way that you want to respond to get you to the results that you want. Just gives you that moment to pause, to reset, so you can make the best decision for yourself. Journaling is another thing that you can do in those moments, getting those thoughts out. Those thoughts want to come out, so you need to acknowledge them. And maybe just journaling is one way to do that. Just getting out of your body. You could laugh, watch a funny movie, watch a comedian, joke around with your family or your friends, whatever it is. Just ways to address that stress is so huge, because that stress can weigh you down, and again, it keeps you in that fear of success, and it stops you from moving forward. So. And then the other thing is visualizing your success. So really, what would your life look and feel like if you accomplished whatever it is that is your idea of success? Really imagine what that's like. Create the image in your head. See yourself there. Feel how it makes you feel. Maybe even put words to it. Whatever you need to do, just really truly visualize that experience. And then your subconscious knows then that's real. That's something that's achievable. And therefore, that fear starts to dwindle a little bit. It might still be there, but it might be a lot easier to keep moving forward, feeling that fear and moving forward to achieving that. So that's the other thing. And then another big component to all of this is partnering with a success coach or a community or someone that's going to support you. You do not have to do all of this alone. And, for me, it's been our success group with my industry. And it's just, I don't have to do it alone, right? I am with like-minded people. Maybe we're all at different stages in our career, but we're all there to support and learn from each other. We can learn from everyone, whether we have $1 million business or we have, we're just starting out. We can learn from each other and grow together. And having an expert there to keep you motivated, keep you accountable, all of those things help you get closer to that idea of your success. And so that's the other important part. So that community with education, motivation, accountability, just overall support is huge. So for me, that's been our success group. I've been very, obviously with Erin, I've been very fortunate to be a part of that. And it's really helped me personally grow. And the connections I've made as a result are huge. And I'm just really proud of what how that group has come together. And Erin and Todd definitely want to see people succeed, and they will do what they can to support you. And then the whole mindset component is really probably the key that unlocks it all, right? If we can really get this mindset right, if we can really address this fear, feel that fear and move forward, and using all of these tools, tips, whatever you want to call them, to get yourself that much closer, then that's what you can do. So if anyone has any questions, just let me know. I probably went through that a little too fast, but it's really an important thing for me. This is something that I have personally gone through and continue to tweak and manage and come back to these tools so I can keep moving forward, because I was really stuck for a long time. And I created all sorts of stories about it and justified it, if you will. Maybe that's a better word to put it. Justifying my behavior, why I did what I did. instead of really being honest with myself and digging deep and identifying maybe what's really holding me back. So the call to achievement is, let me find it. Okay. Oh, is to sign up. Oh, I guess Aaron had that on there already. Hang tight. Okay, there it is. Go to that link and sign up for Unlock Your Potential. Just try it out. Come with an open mind and see what shows up for you. And see, once you identify any limiting belief, something that's holding you back, and you get to rewrite that story and have this new awareness, see how it impacts you as you continue to move forward. I know it doesn't sound like the most comfortable thing, but I want to be honest. It is a very safe environment. It's very comfortable. We try to. There's no judgment. Everyone's experience is different, and so that's kind of the beauty of it. Is you go as deep as you want. You get to have the experience that you feel is right for you, and things that may come up if you really truly play full out could be life changing. And I just want that for everyone. I want everyone to be happy. I want them to feel that sense of purpose and success and fulfillment, and just experience more joy in life. And so I feel like this is a tool that can really unlock that for you as you continue to move forward. So that is your call to achievement. Sign up for Unlocking Your Potential. All right, Jerry, OSG, our success group is very reassuring to me to know everyone is there to help. Yeah, it's really amazing that the power of that community, and I'm sure you've realized, like, everyone's at different points in their business, but we can support. We all have this little bit of knowledge we can share and learn from each other, and sometimes just being connected to people is what we need. Sometimes it's really lonely wherever we're at in our business or career, whatever it is, but knowing that you can go somewhere and you can contribute and share your knowledge, that's really powerful too. And so, yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, so if anyone doesn't have questions, that is it for Thankful Thursday today. Wow, it's been 29 minutes. Look at that. It used to be like 10, 15 minutes, and now I'm close to 30. It's impressive. See, I'm using these tools to work through my fear. It is possible. This is an example. It took me many, 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 many months to sit in front of this camera and share. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll be back next week. If there's a topic you want to talk about, please reach out. Let me know. If not, have a great day. Bye.